Fantastic, huh?
That is loaded. I can taste all the flavors of all the different ingredients, and I love the crunch. Hey everyone, I'm Jacalyn Maines, your hostess with the mostest at America's Best Restaurants. Today we traveled to Lavaca, Arkansas to check out Steffey's Pizza. And I see Leanne, the owner, over here waiting for me. Let's go see what this place is all about. Hey Leanne!
Hey Jacalyn!
So
Welcome.
nice to meet you. Thanks for having us on
Thanks
this
for
cold
coming.
day. Woo!
Yes.
So who is Steffey?
Steffey is my maiden name.
I gotcha. Awesome.
So, my parents started back in 1963 in Pennsylvania, and we've been here in Lavaca now for 42 years.
Woo, a lot of history here. All right, I've got to try this pizza.
Let's go warm up by the oven.
Come on. All right, so now I'm back in the kitchen with Colin here, and you're gonna be making me a pizza. I cannot wait. Tell me what kind.
It's going to be a Supreme Uncle Roman.
Supreme Roman.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Where do we start?
We're going to go ahead and get some dough out. One big piece for the bottom, and then we'll cut a little off to make the top.
Oh,
for
because
it.
it's stuffed.
Yes.
Nice. So tell me about how long does it take for this dough to be ready from start to finish? Got it in, it looks like a little proving drawer here.
We stick it out at about like 8 o'clock. It takes about 2 hours to just puff up a little bit, enough to roll it out nicely.
Sure.
You got all those little bubbles in there and stuff. So we're gonna roll this out big enough to fit in the cast iron skillet that we cook it in.
Ooh, cast iron skillet too. That's unique.
Yes, ma'am. All right, and then we'll throw it in here and put some grease on the sides so it'll stick to the dough. Keep it on there.
Talk to me about the dough a little bit. So what makes it so special?
It's homemade. Eggs, all that jazz, yeast, flour.
Oh, that
Get it-
sauce looks good.
Get it everywhere. Spread it out just a little bit more. And then we're gonna go ahead and throw in 6 ounces of cheese on the bottom.
Okay, that's a good amount of cheese right there.
Oh,
Okay, talk to me about the cheese too, or mozzarella, provolone.
It's provolone, smoked provolone. And then we're gonna throw the toppings in, all the meats and veggies. Go in the Supreme. Some
Loaded.
sausage, yes. Beef,
Oh my.
good little handfuls there. Some onion, green pepper,
Yes. I'm loving how this is looking.
black olive. Make sure you spread it around so you get some in every little piece.
Love that. Every bite.
Mushrooms. Throw some pepperoni on there.
Oh my gosh, you guys put a lot in
lot.
this pie. Yum.
This is the biggest one we got.
No wonder you have to put it in a cast iron skillet. It's gonna be like this tall by the time he's done.
All right, and then we'll take some Canadian bacon. Then we'll top it off with just a little bit more sauce.
Yes.
You can never go wrong with a sauce.
I'm all about the more sauce, the better.
Yes, me too. All right, and then also more cheese.
And more cheese, yes.
On top of everything else.
It's getting full. The cast iron's getting really full.
And after this, we're gonna pinch that top on. Take these edges,
Oh,
push them all together. And then we'll go ahead and stick this in the oven for 10 minutes.
10 minutes for it to get all brown and crispy and beautiful. All right, we'll let this bake for just a little bit longer. Come back, he'll cut it up for me, and then I get to taste it. All right, so Colin pulled this beauty out of the oven, and first I have to talk to you about how he got it out of the cast iron skillet. It was like, I don't know, you just little, and it all came out. Like, I don't know how you did it. It did a little flippy flu. So it worked awesome, and it comes out beautifully, and you can see these edges, so of course I have to dive in. And then I asked for some extra sauce because
It's good enough to drink.
I love that. And it smells so good. So I'm gonna get a bite, dip it in, Dipping it.
Fantastic, huh?
That is loaded. I can taste all the flavors of all the different ingredients, and I love the crunch you get from the top and the bottom. That's delicious. And you're right, I could drink that sauce. It's so good. Just be like, no, I won't have a Coke. I'll have sauce. Thank you very much. Thank you for this, man. This is like, you probably should use a fork normally, but I'm going heathen style with my hands. So I can't wait to see what else you guys make me today. If this is where we're starting, let's see where we're headed. All right, so now I am sitting down with the owner of Steffey's Pizza, Leanne, and her daughter, Pryor. Thanks for sitting down with me, ladies. So first, walk me through what I've got in front of me.
This is a pepperoni pizza. It's one of the best sellers. It's an order of cheese sticks that is very popular. And this is our version. It's called a pizza sub. You got a Razorback for Arkansas Razorbacks today.
And what's inside
And
it?
it's all pork. It's got pepperoni, Canadian bacon, sausage, and Italian sausage. But you can put anything you like inside of it. You roll it up, brush with garlic butter, and bake it.
All right, and then some dipping sauces, of
We got
course.
homemade pizza sauce and homemade ranch.
Talk to me about this pizza sauce a little bit. Where did it stem from?
It's my dad's recipe. He's the one that came up with the dough and the sauce recipe. And then we cook the sauce every day for 5 hours.
Yes, that's how you know it's gonna be good. Get all that flavor in there.
And then we make homemade ranch.
Homemade ranch is the best. And I think once you've had homemade ranch, it's kind of hard to go back to anything in the bottle. It's like cake. Once you've had a homemade cake, you can't go back to the box. So I'm excited to try this. Okay, so talk to me and take me back to really just the very beginning of Steffey's Pizza.
Well, my parents started originally in Pennsylvania, Delmont, Pennsylvania. And they started a pizza shop. 1963.
Okay,
And my
some
dad
history here.
It's been around a while. And then we moved to Lavaca in 1980 and opened in 1981. So we've been here in Lavaca for 42 years now.
Oh my goodness. So why pizza?
Well, my dad was a baker in the Army at Fort Chaffee. And when they went back to Pennsylvania, they lived next to an Italian lady. And she sent over a new dish called pizza. And after Dad tried it, after he was a baker in the Army, he decided he could make pizza. And so he messed around and got what we have today.
So he had never had pizza before? This was his first taste?
That was his first taste of pizza.
And then he's like, I have to share this with everyone, basically.
Yes.
This dough is so soft.
We say it's all about the dough.
And you all do not skimp on your toppings. Goodness, this is like stuffed.
Yes.
Stuffed all the way to
Lots
the
of
brim.
good quality ingredients, a lot of them.
You're not lying. So this location you've been in for how long?
We've been in this building for 15 years. We were down the street for 26. The very first building, we were there for about a year.
Awesome.
It's our third building in Lavaca.
So take me back, take me back to when he got this recipe from this Italian neighbor.
Yes.
And how did it become this?
It just grew. Like I said, she sent over a new dish called pizza. And Dad being in the Army, being a baker, he decided that he could make it. And so he asked for the recipe, but it was all in Italian.
Okay.
And so he thought he could translate, and he invited all of his friends over for this new dish. And needless to say, they all went out to eat that night. And so he messed around with it until he came up with the recipe that we have today.
So he just had trial and error until
we came up with it, and we haven't changed anything in the last 60 years.
Because now it's
Yes.
Pryor, I want to hear from you. What are some of your favorite things about having grown up inside of Steffey's Pizza and working alongside your mom too?
Getting to work with my mom, because she's awesome, and really my whole family. There's only a few cousins that I have that I haven't got to work with, so that's been really awesome. So many of my best friends, have worked here, and we're just like a family.
And what about for you, Leanne? Tell me some of your favorite memories.
Well, I just grew up my whole life, just like Briar has.
I into this more. I'm sorry. This ranch is ridiculous.
And I grew up my whole life around pizza, and I enjoyed it. My dad's the one that taught me how to, he was the baker, so he taught me how to make all the pizza and the dough and the sauce and everything. My mom taught me how to run the business, so between the two of them, I got the best of both worlds, and
Yeah, you did.
now I get to pass it on to Briar.
And that's also something so special because sometimes people, when they go into, just being a restaurant and they just start with the food, like this is what, but you don't always know the business side, and you've got like both legacies passed down to you.
Yes, I
That's
did.
pretty special.
Yep, it is.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm diving into this pepperoni pizza because this is like a staple, right? I mean,
Yes.
pepperoni is where it all
That's one of the
is.
best sellers.
Oh yeah, that is delicious.
Thank you.
And there's so much pepperoni on here. I love that.
That's what they all look like.
And what about where we can find you online?
We have steffyspizza.com, and we also have Facebook and Instagram. And so you can find us on all of that.
So now you know where to go. If you are in the Lavaca, Arkansas area, then this is where you go for some delicious pizza with homemade sauce and homemade dough, which is, that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. It's all about the dough.
All about. So thank you for sharing pepperoni pizza, cheese sticks with homemade ranch. Oh my goodness. Your sauce. And what are these called? They look like a pocket to me, but
A pizza sub.
pizza subs. And then of course that
The stuffed Uncle Roman.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Y'all are doing it right here. Thank you so much for having us.
Well,
Thank you for coming.
Well, folks, this is Steffy's Pizza, and the only thing missing is you. I'm Jacalyn Maines, your hostess with the mostest at ABR, and until next time where we show you where the best local eats are. Bye, everyone.